Yellen is saying that U.S. is not losing control of inflation.
Say that with a straight face.
This is probably the biggest headline right now. Trump's tech spec could make him billions with meme stock frenzy. He is in it to win it for sure. In
He needs the
1929,
money for that legal fund.
oh yeah, stock market crash caught nearly everyone off guard. Are we headed for a similar fate? Could be. Are airline stocks buys after major carriers report? I'm actually gonna be talking about this. Airlines are kind of liking some airlines. China's property bubble just got pricked. This could mean trouble for the stock market. Uh, I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, who cares about you? Rocks, Goldman Sachs lead 5 stocks and buy zones without this huge risk. Crocs. Let me see what this are here. Cleveland. Or what is this? Crocs. I'll continue reading. Let me see what stocks are saying. United Health, Cleveland Cliffs. I've heard is Cleveland Cliff is nice. Give it just 2 more minutes for anyone else joining, guys. Any late guy, if anyone's late that wants to catch it live, we're also going to be recording it just for anybody who's not going to be here. Right now, we're just looking on some Yahoo Finance news to pass the time. Wait in 2 minutes. Ooh, Exxon Mobil reportedly to close 2 office towers in the Woodlands. Pretty sure the Woodlands is in Houston, if I believe. If I'm sure. Think. Sometimes there's times to make money. Sometimes there's times not to lose money. People are still waiting on the marijuana stock boom. Yeah, Exxon is closing 2 Houston offices.
Yo, that picture of Lucid Trucks delivering. That's
Wow, that was a sick picture, man. That
exciting.
single-handedly made me want to buy shares, literally.
That's exciting. I'm actually 10 cons in. I've been averaging down. I need this.
This will be a big headline too, especially for Lucid. Gas prices on the rise, electric to save the day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what cheap growth stocks these people are saying. Bet it's 3 out of 5 are all pharmaceuticals. If it's not blocked by a paywall here. Zoom, Teladoc, okay, there's one pharmaceutical. Adobe. This guy said growth and he put Adobe, but yeah, these are United. I do like United Microelectronics UMC actually. That is a nice growth stock. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna be starting. So today we're gonna be going over Bollinger Bands. I'm gonna have Bollinger Bands and Keltner channel. Also, some people will use the TTM squeeze if they don't want to plot lines on their chart. You could take them off and maybe pull this one quicker. But pretty much, I'm going to be going over the lines, make it easier on the eyes, and then we'll be going over both. So, both Bollinger Bands and Keltner channel are volatility channels. The volatility, if everybody knows it, volatility is just the rate at which contracts or the price will increase or decrease. So you like Bollinger Bands plot volatility with these lines. The Bollinger Bands are the purple, yellow is Keltner channel. Bollinger Bands are wider, as you can see. Keltner is usually tighter. Bollinger Bands are better for showing volatility, I'd say, in the market because the wider position, because the Keltner you can see not that good because there's way more volatility. It'll break out of the Keltner into the Bollinger Band. When bands are coming together, as I can show here, when the bands are squeezing together, this should just be a volatility squeeze. So when volatility gets real low in the market, you'll see the bands constrict, the moving averages constrict. And once the Bollinger Bands constrict inside within the Keltner channel, this is indicating a really low volatility period in the market. And usually in the market, when there's very, very low volatility, people are going to come in, buy those cheap contracts, and try to ride it out to the breakout zone. In this example, you can see Nvidia broke this channel, the Bollinger Bands, to the upside. It followed that with another break. And usually some people, if you want to be really quick and out, will play just the squeeze right here to the Keltner. This play enough probably would have been at 20%, but you could also ride it. You see this, like, we'll watch it. It never broke below the Keltner channel until right here. It tried to come back down. So that would have been a really, really nice move off that squeeze and volatility. As you can see, after it broke out, the volatility on the Bollinger Band started to come widen. This will show periods of higher volatility. That's usually when you want to get out. So once it got about here, when the Bollinger Band came really, really wide, you saw it come down maybe to this Keltner channel, started going flat here. This would have been a good time to get out. Breaks a squeeze, comes up, rides the Keltner channel, riding the Bollinger Band. Some people call it walking the Bollinger Band, top volley. So that's just one example. And then we can go to, you can go to AMD, same thing. If we see right here, exact same thing. Squeezes, very big green pump right here. That would have been a very nice squeeze play right there. Easy scalp. So, and we can go to, I have Snap. Snap is an interesting one. We'll go to the 1 hour. So a lot of people were playing the Snap earnings, right? Go right here. This was pre-earnings. A lot of people were playing the Snap earnings, and you can see tight. It got the Bollinger Bands and the Keltner channels started to get really tight the whole week. And you can see right before earnings, started to squeeze up the Bollinger Band, started to squeeze in between the Keltner channels. This would have been the perfect time for a strangle, or I mean, not straddle. You play one side up, one side down, and you cut the loss on the loser and you ride the winner. Right when it opened up, it would have opened up here, came down, down, down. It would have been an easy play because now you see the Bollinger Band came way out and now it's engulfing, it's widening up. There's high volatility. Get out of the trade. Usually, this is very common in the stock market when you get these low volatility points in the market like this, flat. It's always going to have to come out to a high volatility point. There's going to be a breakout. And the easiest way we'll go to DraftKings. DraftKings right here broke out on the hourly. You could have played it like this as a squeeze. Here it was squeezing. It was squeezing for quite a while here. Flat, flat. Bollinger Bands are totally constricting. And then you see this hourly candle right here that breaks the Bollinger Band volley to the bottom side. Take it here as a put, and you play all the way out here. That's an easy 20, 50% play. You could have wrote it down. You could have wrote it down. It could even keep going, but since the Bollinger Band came outside of the Keltner channel, to me that would signify a period of high volatility coming back to the market. I would usually get out right there because then you want to be safe. So if you want to, you can plot these on your chart, or if you want to plot other things, like if you have something completely different on your chart, like this, you can also just look at the TTM squeeze right here. It's an indicator that uses the Bollinger Band and Keltner channel, like I was just showing. And we can go to space. You can see space right here. There was a period of very low volatility right here from October 11th all the way to October 14th. On the TTM squeeze, you can see it didn't go up, down, anything. It was just very stuck in the middle, low volatility, followed up by a squeeze. A squeeze to the low side, bottom to the bottom. So pretty much you're gonna use this as a you're gonna use the break of the bottom side for entry to puts, and you're gonna use the Bollinger Band coming out to the widen up as the sell profit, and same vice versa for the bullish side. And then pretty much you can either do vice versa. You can plot the Bollinger Band Keltner channel. You could add the TTM squeeze into your charts. Either one works. I would say the TTM squeeze might be better just so you don't crowd your chart with the because it might be harder for a lot of you to see. I would just probably plot the Bollinger Band, and then this is good because then you can just come into here, go to the hourly, go through your charts, and just see which stocks. I would probably not plot all of this though together. I would see which one of your charts are squeezing, and then I would probably watch for a break, and that's how I would get into a scalp in the kind of market we have right now, where a lot of things are going up, down, up, down. This is how I would play it because there's not much following trends going on. So pretty much that was the it's a volatility squeeze, TTM squeeze, Bollinger Band Kellner channel play technique. And if anybody has any questions, we'll be doing questions now. So you guys can unmute if you guys have any questions about the play, like how exactly you guys are confused about anything, let me know. Sammy said, are these also on TD? I believe the Bollinger Band and Keltner channel might also be on it, but I don't believe if it will shade it. The TTM squeeze is definitely on TD because I use it on there. Where is this recording going to be? Bussdown Investments is recording it. I don't know exactly where. If you just hit them up, you probably send it to you. I'll send it to anybody who needs the recording though. Just message me after, or message me later today or this week, and I'll send you the recording.
I'm gonna post it up after.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Are there any questions about this week or anything in the stock market you guys have? One, one I think, or no, I think space was looking quite squeezy on the 5 minute when we closed. Disney, we'll look at Disney right now. Space, not really. Disney, Disney is squeezing right here. The Bollinger Bands are inside on the 5 minute. Tried to break out right here. You see how it broke out right here. That would have been a really quick one, but that's why this is quick. You can't really play this. We can see on the hourly to get a better view. On the hourly, it broke to the downside here. Came up to the VWAP right here, the white lines. In This is just my opinion. I think Disney might reject here, back down to the downside. IBM, we could check IBM. IBM had a period of low volatility here, and it kind of dumped on earnings. The Bollinger Bands are too wide right now for me to pick a play. It's sitting under the VWAP. I'd wait for a VWAP crossover on IBM personally. EA3. But these aren't like, I wouldn't use these every single time. I would, this is more in situational, in periods where stuff is very flat. So pretty much when the Bollinger Bands come back to the Kelvin channel, it's going flat. When the Bollinger Bands, what do you mean by when they come back to the Kelvin channel? When they're inside the Kelvin channel, that's a period of low volatility, and you very 90% or 100% of the time, a period of low volatility is always followed up by a period of high volatility. And when you get a period of high volatility, that's the when you make those quick 5 minute, 10 minute plays or scalps that are 100% because you get that really quick price movement and the volatility spikes. When volatility spikes, you also get the spike in gamma. Contracts are going up quicker. So it's just really for scalping. You could, I probably wouldn't play it on dailies because I see that it's more of a short time frame. Like hour, I'd use it on hour, 30 minute, and then 5. Mostly 30 minute and hourly though. Because 5 minute can have a lot of whipsaws where it's a lot of fake outs coming up, down, up, down. Any more questions? I'm about to make one, Asian boy. We're gonna put this one on the OnlyFans. So if the Bali is inside the Keltner channel, it might squeeze. No, it will squeeze, 100%. There's here's Roblox for an example too. Here is the Bollinger Band. Very briefly, very rarely is the Bollinger Band inside the Keltner channel. So when it does happen, like here, you can see the bottom volley just barely squeeze inside there, squeezing in here. Would have taken this on a break here, and it would have rode it all the way up. Here you can see the Bollinger Band squeeze again, and this one was this. I saw this play out right at the end of the day. If anybody was watching Roblox 80, the 80 level, started to squeeze right here, and it had a vicious up, like I think a whole $1.20 move in not even 5 6 minutes. At the end of the day yesterday, and you can see, look, like right here. Here, wait, let me change my mouse. Crosshair. There we go. That's better. Okay, you can see right here. This here's like the pinnacle of the squeeze, and you can see right where this squeeze is it's squeezing the hardest. There's low volume too. So you would get in only when on this next candle you see it break the Bollinger Band, and then you can also see on this candle rising volume, ascending volume. This would confirm the breakout to the upside. You would enter right here on the break, and you can see this break of the purple Bollinger Band that's inside the yellow also coincides with this pinpoint right here. So you could have paired those two up and taken Roblox over 80.16, and that would have gave you a, well, here was the high 80. That would have been a very nice move right there. 80.16 to 84.72 if you held it to there. If you just held it to here, 83.18. So you really want to just watch for the squeezes. There's been a lot of squeezing going on. Low volatility, pops. Not much will hold though. That's why I'm saying once the Bollinger Bands come back outside, right here you can see of the yellow, I would sell. And that happened exactly right here. So if there's any more questions, I'll just be waiting for more questions the next 5 minutes, and then if not, we're gonna be just ending the live. Anybody who missed it, be posting it up for everyone to see. Let me know what sport bets you guys got too. What games are you guys excited for today? And what you guys got planned today if you aren't watching no football? Let me take a pic for the IG story. I'm liking the turnout, everyone. Thanks for coming out. We're gonna be doing a lot more lives too for anybody who's wondering. And if you guys have recommendations or have any questions or ideas of what we should go live, if you need any questions on, I heard someone say short squeeze. We can do a video on short squeezes. We can do a lot of different stuff. We can have next time we could probably plan Neek and have everyone on it maybe at the same time and have everyone ask questions, whatever you guys want. So buy Colts. Hey, I'm liking that EA3. I got the Colts too, man. That was my lock of the day. My friend told me that's risky. I told him, what the hell? Easy lock, bro. But I am a 49ers hater, so if there's 49ers fans in here, which I'm sure there is. I knew there would be. Cool Raider fan. Man, I'm a Raider fan just because, man, when I was growing up, even when I moved to Michigan, my dad like was from LA, so we would literally watch only Raiders, and I was the biggest USC fan too, man. Those Reggie Bush days. But all right, guys, I'm gonna be getting off here. The recording is gonna be posted up. Thanks everyone for coming out. Just if there's any more questions when I get off here, you could personally DM me. I can answer you. Or if you just need any other questions, I could also answer you. So have a good one, guys. Happy Sunday.
Thanks, bro. I'll catch you
No
tomorrow.
problem.
Right on, dear Prez. Thank you, brother.
No problem, man. Yeah,
Thank you to everybody who showed up too.
Yeah, I love all you guys. Thank you for the turnout. We're gonna get this thing going on Monday.
Yes,
For
Lord.
sure. Let's go.